Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here today for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising's horoscope for January and February. We will be going from the new moon in Capricorn on January 18th to the new moon eclipse in Aquarius on February 17th. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe. There's some cool links down below. Please check those out. And please share these videos with anyone you know who may want to live their lives more in line and in sync with the universe. Let's go ahead and get started. The new moon on January 18th, Aquarius, is in your 12th house. This is the house of the subconscious. It's really hard to see what's going on whenever planets are in the 12th house. This is an area of life that just kind of escapes us. So this new moon, you may have a dream. You probably will have a dream, and that may be the extent of it. So Mars is in your 12th house right now, so this could very much be a violent dream, a nightmare. Mars is almost out of that 12th house, so hold on. Mercury and Mars are together at this new moon. So you could be angry and just irritated that day, not know why. You'll probably call it waking up on the wrong side of the bed, but that potential is definitely there. Urge to drive fast is also going to be there. Don't do it, Aquarius. You're more likely to get caught and punished whenever Mars is in that 12th house of the subconscious. Venus and Pluto are also coming together in your first house, though. There are some changes in the way that you look. You are having a glow up. You are upgrading your appearance and how you're seen in the world under this new moon. Your intuition may also be heightened on the 18th under this new moon's influence, but more than likely you may not recognize any of this or see any of this because these energies are taking place in your subconscious. On the 19th, the sun in that 12th house sextiles Neptune in your second house. This is causing you to be a little bit more sensitive about your finances. You have a bit of a knowing or an intuition about your money. Listen to it. It's positively aspected right now. This bit of a psychic sense that you're having about your money. Also, Pluto and Venus come together on the 19th. There is probably a beauty treatment or something fun you are wanting to do with your appearance or your body. Maybe this is a massage. Maybe you are getting a haircut. Maybe this is a new cute outfit. But you're doing something fun, something beautiful in regards to the way you appear. And that is happening on the 19th. Also on the 19th, the sun moves into your sign, Aquarius. This is your time to shine. This is the time of year that the way you look, how you appear in the world, just becomes a little bit more important to you. Your reputation is definitely in the spotlight during Aquarius season. Also pay attention to anything out of the ordinary going on today. So we are 30 days before the new moon eclipse on February 17th. So this will give a bit of a foreshadowing. This is going to be a little bit of a theme of what you can expect from this eclipse that's going to take place on February 17th. Eclipse energy can take weeks and sometimes even months to play out, but this little bit of a hint, what's expected, what is to be coming, will show up on the 19th. Then we have been feeling the energy build up to, on the 20th, Saturn sextiles Uranus. Saturn has been in your house of finances these past 2.5 years. Things have just been a little bit more difficult financially. You have tried to get things structured, organized, which is not something that you're usually wired to do, Aquarius. But this restriction, this structure in your finances that you've been going through is causing a little bit of chaos to be triggered in the home life. So Uranus has been going through your 4th house. This is family, upbringing, any sort of rhythms and routines in the family are just out out the window by this point. So Uranus has been there these past 7 years, causing chaos, causing confusion, causing frustrations in the home life, and the structure and the organization and trying to follow the rules with your finances comes to a head on the 20th, causing more chaos and frustration in the home life. Also on the 20th, we have a lot of energies on the 20th. Also on the 20th, Mars is trining Uranus. Mars then sextiles Saturn. Mercury sextiles Neptune before moving into your sign, Aquarius. So Mars trine Uranus. So Mars is in that 12th house. It's hard to see. It's hard to understand. You've been having nightmares. You've kind of felt like luck is against you. Anytime you've stepped out of line this past month and a half, you've been caught. You've been frustrated. You've found yourself getting angry for no reason. And this energy is triggering more chaos in the home. Subconscious anger, subconscious frustration is also triggering the need to be tighter with the finances. Then Mercury sextile Neptune is causing you to be more sensitive about the finances. This energy is not really playing together well. When Mercury sextiles Neptune, it's also easy to be confused. And the best use of Mercury sextile Neptune is to rely on those senses, those intuitions when it comes to your finances. If you can, try not to worry about the finances on that day. There's going to be so much chaos in the home and family. It's going to be hard to focus on that anyways. Put it off if you can. Then finally on the 20th, Mercury moves into Aquarius. So people are going to be thinking about the way you look. They're going to be talking about the way you look, talking about your reputation. You'll probably be getting phone calls, hearing from people over these next few weeks with Mercury in your first house. Enjoy the communication, Aquarius. Then on January 21st, we have a Mercury Cazimi. This is taking place in your first house. So this Mercury Cazimi is happening from 3 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the East Coast and midnight to 6 p.m. on the West Coast. This is an excellent time to journal. This is an excellent time to meditate, to listen to the divine, pray. You'll probably have some insights and realizations about your reputation, about how you appear to people. This is a good energy to communicate to others, to talk to people about the way you look, what you need to do about your reputation, how you're seen in the world. A Mercury Cazimi is when the divine sprinkles insights, revelations around, and gives us a surprising helping of understanding and brilliant ideas as we move about during a Mercury Cazimi. Then on the 22nd, we have a little bit of a difficult energy for you, Aquarius. Mercury is coming in contact, is going to be conjunct in line with Pluto in your first house. This is probably going to trigger a little bit of anger. You may feel controlled. You may feel compelled to control others. This is a fast-moving energy, but you're going to feel that trigger on January 22nd. Then on the 23rd, Mars sextiles Neptune. So Mars is getting ready to leave that 12th house, and he's wanting to make you angry, wanting to trigger you to just be frustrated and irritable, not knowing why, and it's causing you to be more sensitive with those finances. You may be compelled to give to a spiritual group or society to do some goodwill with your money. That evening, Mars moves into Aquarius. This is your first house. You are probably going to sleep like a baby on the 23rd for about the first time in 2 months. You are definitely going to wake up energized on the 24th. When Mars is in your first house, it's a great time to start an exercise routine. You definitely need to move, or it'll be easier to get angry at other people. The best use of Mars energy in your first house is through sex. So transmute this energy into the bedroom. Use it in a positive way, Aquarius. Also on the 23rd, the Sun conjuncts Pluto. So the Sun and Pluto come together in the sky in that first house, and This can cause you to appear to be controlling, demeaning, wanting to have the final say in everything. This is a fast-moving energy as well, but that is there on the 23rd. Then on January 26th, Neptune moves into Aries. So Neptune has been in Pisces for most of the past 13 years. On the 26th, it moves into Aries and will be in Aries for the next 13 years. This will cause a bit of a sensitivity with your siblings, with your neighbors. There may be a little bit of animosity or a natural competitive energy between you and your siblings or you and your neighbors. But that is going to be softened over the next 13 years, as you may appreciate the softer side of those cousins, siblings, and those in your community, your neighbors. Then on the 27th of January, Aquarius, I want you to be careful. So Mars and Pluto are coming together in the sky. This could very much be indicative of an accident or an attack on your person. The moon is in Gemini that day, applying to a trine to this. So this could involve kids or passion projects, but just kind of watch yourself. Don't get triggered. Remember, it is what it is. Feel this energy building on the 26th and the 27th. It'll still be lingering on the 28th. Just be aware of your surroundings and be careful. Then on the 29th, Mercury conjuncts Venus. Is pretty much you recovering with kind words, people thinking good, sweet things about you. The energy from Tuesday, the 27th, has dissipated at this point, and you are thinking about having fun, having a makeover, looking good. It's a great day to get your nails done, Aquarius. Then on February 1st, we have the full moon in Leo. This is a little bit of a dramatic full moon. So the moon in Leo is a bit theatrical. It likes attention, it likes games, it likes being silly, it likes being the center of attention. So no matter where any other planet is, the full moon in Leo is always a bit dramatic. However, we have got 5 planets in Aquarius right now, your sign. So while the attention should really be on you, it's on the drama mamas that you are in a relationship with. Some of the chaos and unpredictability in your family life is triggering some of this drama. Let them have their moment, Aquarius. The spotlight will be back on you in the next day or two. Then on February 3rd, Uranus stations to go direct. So Uranus has been going retrograde. It's in that 4th house of family and upbringing. You've not known whether you were coming or going when you were at your home and around family these past 7 years. Any sort of traditions or structures have been changed, basically thrown out the window. And this energy of the unexpected kind of doubles down on the 3rd with Uranus stationing, changing directions. The good news is that Uranus is starting his march out of Taurus. So by May, Uranus will be in the sign of Gemini and things will start calming down at home finally. Definitely something to look forward to, but on February 3rd, there may be a little bit of chaos and unpredictability in the family and in the home life, Aquarius. Then on the 5th, you may have a hard time communicating with your family or getting information about what's going on. Mercury is square at a 90-degree angle to Uranus. So people have been talking about you, thinking about you, and there is just a temporary disruption in the flow of communication around your family and the people that you live with. Then on February 6th, Mercury moves into Pisces. This is your 2nd house of finances. It's going to be a little bit easier to be organized, to think about money, talk about money. Any communications you're needing to have with other people around finances, the next few weeks would be an excellent time to do it. It's just going to be easier to communicate about that area of your life with Mercury there. Then on February 8th, Venus in that first house, you're looking good. Remember to get some pictures taken. Venus is going to square Uranus. So something about you looking good, having fun, is disrupting family life. That is a fast-moving energy, Aquarius, but that takes place on February 8th. Then on the 10th, Venus moves into your second house. So the second house is your money. It's your finances, the things that you value. When Venus is in your second house, oh my word, you find cute stuff in the store. It's like you go shopping and everything's curated for you. Taking care of your money and your finances is very enjoyable. Venus will be there for the next few weeks, so definitely enjoy this energy, Aquarius. Then we're feeling the energy shift. On February 13th, Saturn moves into Aries. Neptune is in Aries right now, causing that sensitivity and that softness to that competitive energy that you're not necessarily used to. Now Saturn is moving into Aries. It's going to put a little bit of a damper on the neighbors, on the siblings. There's going to be structures and burdens there that they're not used to, that you're not used to. This could be a new leader in the community. This could be a new head of the HOA. That's not a lot of fun. Saturn is going to be in your third house for the next 2.5 years. So be prepared to have some sort of discipline in the neighborhood or some kind of structure with the siblings and the cousins. Then on the 14th, we don't necessarily have any planets contacting each other or any behavior like that, but I did want to mention that the moon is trining Uranus all day. So any plans that you have for Valentine's Day, Aquarius, hold those plans loosely. So things are not going to be working out exactly the way they are planned. They'll work out better. It'll be something different. It'll be something unique. But Uranus has a pleasant surprise for us that day. So don't get too structured. Don't get too married to those plans on Valentine's Day. Leave some wiggle room. It'll still be a good day. Then on the 16th, we've got two different energies going on. The sun in that first house, shining its spotlight on you, is frustrated with chaos at home. So the sun is squaring Uranus, pulling focus from you with drama in the home life. And then Mercury in that second house of your finances, communicating and organizing about your money, is trying Jupiter in your sixth house of daily routines. So you are thinking positively about money. You are thinking about what all you've got to do in your work life, how it's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. It's going to be better than okay. And so while we've got this positive mindset about money and work going on, there's still a little bit of drama at home that's causing frustration and for you to look a little bit off in the spotlight. These are both fast-moving energies, but they're taking place on the 16th. And then on the 17th, we have the eclipse in your sign, Aquarius. So go back and look at what happened on the 19th of January. So that was a little bit of a foreshadowing of what you can expect to play out from this eclipse. Eclipses can sometimes take weeks to months for these energies to play out. There is going to be some sort of shift in the way that you look. With Mars and Pluto there, this could be a bit of an angry vibe, a controlling vibe. This could also indicate some type of surgery or possibly an accident. Once again, the best use of Mars energy in the first house is through sex. So hopefully this just plays out with you being controlling in the bedroom. Venus and Mercury are together in your second house of finances, making a beautiful trine to Jupiter in that sixth house. So money and work should be well. If this is indicating a surgery, Jupiter in that sixth house should make it have a positive outcome. So pay attention and let me know in the comments below what you think this outcome from this eclipse is going to be for you. So we have come to the end of the Capricorn moon cycle horoscope. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Aquarius. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with anyone you know who may be interested in living their lives more in line and in sync with the universe. Check out those links down below, and I will see you again soon.